From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Luis Severino will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. He will lead this one off today.
For Oakland, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First offering on its way. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Hit down the line at first. Walker has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They've got to get better production out of that leadoff spot. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 1 for 3. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Just getting started here in the Bronx. On, he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. A's are gone in order, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Kendall Graveman gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
1-1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 2-2. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Hernandez is there, and a good throw gets him, one gone. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
Torres started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Bases are empty, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Garcia is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a four-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball four as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with two away. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Drilled to first. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. Still no score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Chris Davis will be next. And that misses for ball four. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Here's Chris Davis now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Striding into the box, Powell. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Lays off 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Judge facing back to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Now at the plate, Josh Begley. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Olsen, the runner at third. Powell on at second with two down. Sent on the ground out to second. Torres is up with it on to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and two men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. The throw to first is in time, one down.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Simeon. And there's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Brandon Drury will bat next. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. A ball and no strikes. 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Hit out towards 2nd. Hernandez right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Here's a fastball now hit out toward Gardner in left field. And there's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
Standing in, Lowe Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Two out, nobody on.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
1, 2, 3. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Shot foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Left side, but well foul. The 0-2 once more. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Stepping into the box, Neil Walker. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Here comes another 0-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Grounded to the right. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. The windup and the 0-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Matt Olson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. Olson connects and sends it to deep right field.
Gone!
A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. 6th home run on the season for him, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, Chris Davis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number two. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home. At the plate, Torres. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roll. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game. Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number two.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound two balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's out number one. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Gone!
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more. They are on his side.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Gregorius is on his way home. He scores as they extend their lead to 3. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Ready with the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Another 0-2 coming. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. To third. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Now batting.
Here's Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike one. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Too low, 1-0. No hits to this point. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in once again, Torres. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Emilio Pagan answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Now batting, Boog Powell. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Gregorius over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Josh Begley. First pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Walker calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2 is high and outside for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Right over the middle, knee high. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. No balls and 1 strike. High and deep to right center. Piscotty will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 0-2, here it comes. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 5-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. This is flared out towards second. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Into the box, Lowe Garcia. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First offering on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove. Runner around second now, headed for third. Ball's there, and he is out at third. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
A ball and a strike. Two and one to the A's first baseman. The 2-1 home. Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 5. Stepping into the box, Brendan Drury. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Neil Walker. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it. And that's the third out. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They lead this one, though. Here's Chris Davis now.
Leading off for Oakland.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting. Center fielder.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
This is in the air to left. Gardner moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. So coming to the plate, Josh Phegley. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Jed Lowry will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a ball 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 balls and a strike.
I'm not going to lie. I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Hicks coasts under it, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They're down here 5-1. Jed Lowry will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching.
Settling in now, Brett Gardner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Victor Caratini is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
And there's one away.
Now batting. Number
At the plate,
25.
Torres. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
1-1 to count. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Right fielder,
Stepping in, Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Ripped down the line. Torres, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On a rope to the second baseman. And they got there so quickly, the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Gary Sanchez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Luke Hochevar trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
And that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line to the right side, but foul. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit.
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No. Adam Warren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there. 1 down. In now, Lowe Garcia. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the A's get one back thanks to the solo home run. So striding in, Aaron Hicks. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. Here's Neil Walker. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And that's too high, ball 2. Hicks aboard here at first with nobody out. Hicks running from first. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Into the box now, Torres. So watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
3 runs already home here. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Count is 1-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Ball and a strike. One and two.
1-2.
A little low. It's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Still even at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another look at the big. Here's Chris Davis now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Little dribbler down the line. And he is in there. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. From the stretch. A changeup over the inside corner. Piscotty stands at first with 1 out. sent out to straightaway center field. Hicks is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. His fastball that misses. 'Here's a pop-up now. Gregorius is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. New York put a 10 spot on the score.